Okay, so this is my entry into JWUniverse's new contest that he's doing, his fourth contest, I believe, and I'm posting this 4 days after he posted the video about his contest. So this time he's giving away three prizes, pretty much the same as last time. Um, yeah, he's giving away three items um, for a $25 range, I think. So yeah, once again, very generous of him, and he's already hit more than 1,200 of subs, so that's great for him, and keep up the good work, man. So yeah, his contest. So this contest, he asked for a variety of four questions, and he did this because there are so many fans of his that have different tastes. So he's asking everyone a different type of question. So the first one, he asked, "What is your favorite video game ever?" Now that was a tough one for me because having played through the Sega, through the Dreamcast, PS1, PS2, PSP, PS3, Xbox, all that, it's a really tough decision. But now that I think about it, it's not that tough. During my childhood, like when I was really young, there was one game that I will always remember playing so much, and it's a game that I spent a lot of time on, and that game was Spider-Man for the PS1. A lot of you might know a lot of you might remember it, but that game was just so good, so good. I spent a lot of my time playing that game. I completed it about 4 or 5 times, I believe. It was just that good, and I never stopped playing it. I don't have it anymore, but it's just such a brilliant game that's just stuck with me throughout my whole entire life. So yeah, that's definitely the game I'm going with. Second, he asked, "What's your favourite wrestler?" Now, I'm a big WWE fan myself, and my favourite wrestler has to be The Undertaker. Um, he's been in the business since the 1990s. Well, 1990, I think he made his debut. And I started watching the WWE back in '98. So I've been watching him throughout my whole childhood, and he was definitely the guy that made me is making me watch wrestling to this day still, because if you look at WWE now, it is just nowhere near as good as it was. But still, after all these years, Undertaker is still hanging in, and he's still in the company. Doesn't show up as much, only does a yearly match at WrestleMania and then goes again. But I'm just happy that he's still in WWE competing. So that's your second question that you asked. Third question, what's your favourite sci-fi movie? For this, I was kind of stuck between Total Recall, the original, not the new one, the reboot, and RoboCop. I'm going to go with RoboCop because RoboCop's kind of a movie that um, I've watched more times, and it's a movie that's grown to me more. Especially the first one. I'm mainly talking about the first one. The second is okay. The third is terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. So yeah, that's your third question. And fourth and final question is, what's your favourite director? Now this one's easy. For me, it has to be Martin Scorsese. He's just an amazing director slash writer slash producer. But mainly because he directed three of my favourite films, and those were, of course, and they're obviously his most notorious, most known, well-known films for him directing, and that is Casino, Goodfellas, my favourite gangster movie, and Gangs of New York, which is a brilliant movie, um, which stars Daniel Day-Lewis, who did an outstanding performance in that movie as the villain, who also stars in the new movie that came out a couple of months ago, Lincoln, which I haven't watched yet, but I'm really planning on watching that. But yeah, Martin Scorsese definitely has to be my favourite director. He also directed The Departed, another great movie. As far as I'm concerned, the rest of the movies I'm not really familiar with, but those four really just stuck with me, and they're such good movies. And yeah, that's my answer to all your questions. I hope they do it. I hope that's all you wanted to know. And yeah, that's my entry. Once again, congrats on the 1,200 plus subscribers you have, and keep up the good work, man. And yeah, good luck to everyone else entering. See ya.